Hi, Star Sprinkles. Welcome to my channel. If you are new, welcome back to my channel if you are a subscriber. So today's video, I am super excited about it. I always get like extra excited when the video topics come directly from Spirit. So today we're going to do ego versus Spirit. Pick a card. And we got a lot of cards, so this is exciting to see how this is gonna go. Got the dice on deck. Sage. I'm gonna actually light that up. But yes, I'm in like really high good spirits, so I bless you. Cleanse this space, cleanse this area, cleanse this space of reading. Yes, but yes. So I hope you guys are doing all right. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna choose between the horse, the dragon, the tiger, or the caterpillar. And keep in mind the ego versus spirit. Just ask yourself, ask your higher self to guide you in choosing which one, and I will give you a minute to do so. Okay, so I'm going to start with the horse. Okay. So it says put your pride aside. Okay, so you might be someone who is very prideful, okay, with the horse. The horse signifies overcoming obstacles and how you should carry yourself in the face of adversary. Similar to the heron spirit animal, the horse spirit animal works hard to remind you to take care of your emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. The horse symbolism also speaks about freedom. Okay, now let's... Ooh, this is a beautiful card. This says soul release. Okay, and then you have dream sprites. Then you have the weapon change in reverse. Rescue cat in reverse. Elixir of thieves in reverse. Sword of revealing light in reverse. Enraged battle ox in reverse. Avatar of the pot. A swan apparition. Then you have the body and mind. You have the Eight of Earth. And then you have the Two of Fire. Okay, so this is a lot of cards, you guys. So here we go. Ego versus spirit. And this is going to, this is going to really tell you about, how what does the ego want? What does your higher self want? And how to become balanced in the middle ground. Okay, so, this is how it wanted to come out. So let's see what we got. The overall message here is for you to put your pride aside. And let's see what that's about, because that's an ego trait right there. When you're very prideful, when you're afraid to ask questions, which this card right here is about teamwork. Okay, realizing that teamwork makes the dream work, not being afraid to ask for help whenever you need it. Okay, don't be too prideful in that sense. All right, so let's see what your ego wants. Let's see what your ego has been up to. See, have you been... So you have the sword of revealing light. This reminds me of like following, not being that it's in reverse, not following your intuition. So maybe you've been getting like all types of signs and stuff like that, and you haven't really been listening to it. You've been You're like, yeah, oh yeah, whatever, I'm going to do my own thing. You could be an earth sign, lots of earth energy. That could also means that you need to ground yourself, really connect with the earth, connect with yourself, mind, money, and spirit, by mind, body, and spirit. Okay, get yourself in line. Okay, that way you being grounded. Okay. My thoughts right now are like racing. That's why I'm like talking too fast. Okay, so you need to just ground yourself and come to your center. Don't be afraid to ask for help or ask for clarification, like if you need it. I know sometimes like our pride gets in the way of like kind of like that whole thing, like men don't ask for directions type of thing, because your pride, like men are like usually prideful. That's just an example, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. And so this right here is just like how like you are the true definition of like a strong man. Like you are just like everything about you is just like like I'm not laughing at you, I'm just laughing at this because like enraged battle ox, avatar of the pot, like look at them, like he's this guy right here, he's like flexing and showing off his muscles, and this battle ox, he's got the sword in his hand and you know just doing all this stuff like look at me, you know, like I'm strong and I'm just like look at me type of, you know, this type of person, like always trying to be the center of attention. Yeah, like that's what I'm getting like right here with this enraged battle ox. So yeah, this reminds me of just, you know, having sporadic emotions. Okay, just maybe like mood swings and things like that. Yeah, and then this avatar of the pot just represents to me like being greedy and not being grateful. Okay, that's just a reminder to be grateful for what you already have. And this right here, this Aswan apparition, and it's red, so you definitely need to ground yourself. The red symbolizes the root chakra, and the root chakra is all about safety and security in yourself, even in your finances. Just being secure that you're okay, being secure in knowing that the universe is full of abundance and you're never lacking anything. Okay, but you have this look at me attitude to try to divert people's attention away from what you're lacking. But it's kind of like when you go out with a stain on your shirt and like you're kind of, nobody notices it, but you swear up and down like everybody's noticing it, so you're like talking loud to try to get their attention off of the stain, and all that's doing is putting their attention on the stain. And that's kind of like what I'm getting right here. Like you're like, look at me, I'm just this hardcore, I can do this, I can do that, just to try to get people's attention off of what you're lacking. And this swords of revealing light, when you go within and you meditate and you find that sense of security within yourself, you won't really be worried about so much what people are thinking, or whether they're looking at you, or you know what they're looking at you, or what are they whispering about, like always trying to figure out like if someone is really talking about you or not. Like the ego, woo, when the ego works, boy, the ego works 10,000 miles a minute. Soul release. And this is what your higher self wants right here in the middle. This is what your higher self wants. Your higher self wants you to release, you know, to release those emotions and release those things that just, whatever you feel like you're lacking, let it go so that you can actually attract it. Like don't feel don't be in awe of the things that you have that makes you feel like this. Like release that I don't have type of mentality. Release those thoughts. Okay, that's soul release I'm getting. Like they just want you to be like your higher self wants you to be free of all that you are just trying to cover up with this look at me attitude. They want you to feel like you belong into this world, because you do. You play an important part in this world. You play an important part in people's lives, and they want you to basically just see the beauty in the world and to see the beauty that's around you. And like this dream sprite, this is the same thing what I said. They want you to connect with nature. They want you to see that everything is connected and everything has purpose. Even the little annoying mosquitoes, they have purpose, okay? They have reason to be here. And they want you to know that everything is connected. And when you go outside and connect and really ground yourself, you'll be more secure of your place in this world. Like, you'll be more secure. Weapon change. Okay, with this weapon change, like, lay your shield down. Okay, come at life with compassion and love. Lay your sword down. Is that a saying? Like, lay your shield down? I don't know if it's a saying, but it kind of sounds like it's something somebody would say. But yes, weapon change. Lay it down, and it's no longer a time of like war, you know, like now it's the time of like everybody coming together and everybody showing love and giving hugs, and your ego is like, no, don't touch me. That's not how men's supposed to act. Men don't hug. We don't do that. Like, I'm getting a lot of like masculine energy. So when I'm saying men, I'm not specifically talking to you as if you're a man. Like, you can be a man, but energy is just energy. Masculine energy belongs to both male and female. So I'm just saying, like, this is the type of, like, you're like that type of thing. Like, no, we don't hug. Like, like, so disconnected basically from everything, and they don't want you to be like that no more. Your higher self wants you to connect and realize that everything is connected. Everything has a reason and everything has a purpose. Rescue cat in reverse, and she got the hat on and the little bell on. The earth. Okay, earth sign, ground yourself, because you know, like, cats land on their feet when they fall, but she got a hat on, you know, like, just in case. Protect yourself and protect your energy, but don't think of protecting yourself as me saying like close off from the world. Like, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just like, protect your energy. Realize when you're like, realize your moods and behaviors, because if you are more aware of it, you're able to correct it. Okay, this says Pearl's incredible agility was because of a little potion recipe he acquired from a local wizard. Okay, elixir of thieves. Okay, this just reminds me of just like drinking and drinking in like things that make your heart leap, things that give you a sense of joy, like indulging in things that make you feel alive, they make you feel like, you know, like life is just, yes, like you can do anything. They want you to drink things and consume things in your body that makes you feel like that, not just try to like, don't just try to like indulge in things as a form of escape. Okay. And then how to balance right here at the top and come to like a middle ground. This right here, this card right here, this Two of Fire, refers to like when you figure out what you want, don't you know, like, don't be afraid to like ask for help if you need help. Don't be afraid to ask questions if you need clarity, because like closed mouths don't get fed. And realize that you don't have to do it alone. Like, you are supported. You might, like, because you're so like egotistical, you know, or like because your pride gets in the way, like you really feel like asking for help or just expressing yourself in a certain way or in a certain light, you just like, no, like, it's so uncomfortable. But like, that's what you need to do. Like, teamwork makes the dream work. Realize that you're not in it alone. Connect with your higher self by meditation. Go outside and meditate. Connect with your root chakra. That's your sense of security, your sense of self. Realize that abundance is a state of mind and a state of belief. If you believe that all things are possible, all things that you want is not out of your reach, get that mind-body connection by meditation. you know, looking within, finding that balance and finding that connection within. And that's what I have for you. Put your pride aside. If that resonated, like, comment down below, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next reading. The tiger spirit animal brings with it various symbols and meanings. The tiger symbolism is most commonly associated with strength and courage, as well as determination and independence. When you have the tiger totem, you should know that you are a powerful and potent and marvelous being. So, just in case you've been having like low self-esteem issues, know that you are enough and know that you're worth everything that your heart desires. This tiger right here is going to give you all that strength that you need. Like I said, like, you definitely might be dealing with like low self-esteem struggles. It says speak up. Okay, set boundaries, speak your truth. That's the message from the tiger. Okay. You have the spring of rebirth, jam breeding machine, guardian girl, warrior dairy greffer, jade insect whistle, Kelbeck, united resistance, morphing jar number 2, monster reborn, then you have the journey, you have the 10 of earth in reverse, and then you have the 3 of water. Okay, so this is going to dive into like the ego versus your higher self. What does your ego want, and what are you reacting off of ego wise, and versus like how your higher self would want you to respond or will want you to do things different. Okay, so you could be you definitely, okay, so you either are an earth sign or have earth in your chart, but this is a lot of earth energy, lots of earth energy. There's also some air energy, which is all about like critical thinking and things like that. So it says the people that gather to swear to fight their oppressors, a revolution is coming. Okay, so united resistance. What I'm getting from this, okay, so you are, okay, so I'm getting like follow the leader type of thing. Like you just like with this one, like you're like not necessarily like following the crowd, like maybe you like had like a change of heart where like you normally like you're just like this walking doormat or someone who just like follows along with whatever everybody else is doing. This like jade whistle and this Kelbeck is like talking about like energy. So maybe you have been feeling like stuck or confused or just not sure like what is the meaning of life, what you're actually doing. Like you're just pretty much like going with the flow of everything. And this morphing jar and this monster reborn, it's just, yeah, like you're on this path of like discovering yourself, like trying to find like what's right, what is the answers, what is the reason for life, what is the reason for these people in your life, why is things happening, like. And a lot of things in your life, because like I said, this united resistance, like you're so used to like following following the leader type of thing. And this journey that you're on has like gotten you to the point where you're ready to like set those boundaries. Like I said, like you might have like struggled with or currently struggle with like low self-esteem, or really feeling like disconnected from people, but following people just because like that's what you've always done. Like that maybe these are like childhood friends, or like people in your life that you've known forever, and you don't necessarily agree with what they're doing, but like this is all you've known type of thing. And this is like, get the courage to like speak your mind, say what's on your mind, set boundaries, because if you don't want to do something, you don't have to do it. Like, don't make whoever, I don't know if this is whoever, but don't feel like you have to do something if you don't want to do it. Okay, now what did your higher self want? Jam breeding machines, spring of rebirth, and you have the monster reborn. Then you have this spring of rebirth. Okay, this is like releasing whatever this is, whatever this energy is that's got you feeling stuck, got you feeling like your voice doesn't matter, your opinions don't count, like make you feeling less than less than it, like you're making you feel like you don't matter, or like, yeah, this is like your spirits, your higher self wants you to just, like, if you have to, start all over, like spring, like that's all the time of like rain, emotions, like starting over, planting the seed, guardian Gaul. And then you have this warrior de Greffer, like knowing that you are spiritually protected. Like if you are thinking that you are on this spiritual journey alone, or you're following this path because you don't want to feel alone, in a sense, like your guardians are letting you know like you are never alone, like we are protecting you. Like look at the weapons that we got. Like anybody try to come with you, like we coming at them hardcore. Okay, don't be afraid to speak your truth. Like whatever you feel that you need to express, get it out, let it out. Spring of rebirth, it's a time of new beginnings, it's a time for new things to start. So like the stuff that's like jamming you and making you feel dense, or making you feel like death, or making you feel like, no, it's the time to stop all that, rebirth all that. Like get yourself, like speak those affirmations, speak your truth, whatever you got to do to get yourself away from this like this negative energy that you keep on falling into. Like this is the time to set your boundaries. Okay, what do you want your life to represent? Okay, what do you really want to do? Okay, it's time to like figure that out. And once you do, be so solid in your foundation, be so solid in your belief that anybody like nagging at you, you can just be like, okay, you're entitled to your opinion, but this is my journey. This is my journey. I get to choose which path I want to take. It's not for you to decide. There is nobody else on this path, on this journey, living through this life besides me. And look at this butterfly. Like whichever path you want to take. If you want to roll through darkness, I'll be that glowing butterfly. I'll lead you through darkness, and it's a circle. It'll lead back to the light. So if we got to travel through the darkness to get to the light, then we're going to do that. But if we start in the light, just know we're going to end up in darkness, because there has to be a balance, okay? You can't have one side without the other. So this is about creating balance. This is also about finding your way. Okay, this is also could be, like I said, this could also be about coming out of the darkness. Okay, coming out of that and realizing that, like things don't always have to be like this. And, how to balance this is in reverse. This 10 of earth is in reverse, and this is all about like taking off those masks. Look at her taking off those masks, but being that it was in reverse, okay, so you're trying to put on this persona that you're not, and it's not agreeing with who your soul purpose is, who you really are, like deep down inside. And you have like all these emotions and all these thoughts and all these feelings, and it's just like you know, like it's just like, what was me, maybe playing the victim, or maybe feeling helpless, and, you know, swarming in your emotions, just like letting your emotions take hold, and, you know, really feeling like you need to put on this persona so that you can blend in. But the whole key to this whole journey, because it's your own journey, that's what makes it special, because it's your journey. Nobody can tell you how to live your journey. Nobody can tell you. There is no right. There is no wrong. It's what feels right to you. Each individual's journey will be different, okay? And even if it is similar, there will still be differences in it. Like, not one journey will be exactly the same. And that's what you need to understand. You need to ground yourself and realize, like, take those masks off. Be your authentic self. Be who you are. Shine your light. You're beautiful. Like, you're beautiful, and you're connected to Mother Earth, as we all are. And so you deserve, but you have to believe that you deserve, you know, to shine your authentic self. You gotta believe in yourself, like, and in your truth, so that you're unshakable. That unshakable faith that people have, that's how you need to be. Okay, because you have to come in the mindset that, yes, I know I'm protected, and that negative energy, I don't have to hold on to it. I don't have to be into this negative energy or these negative thoughts. Like, it's a choice, and I'm choosing to ground myself, and I'm choosing to trust the path, and trust the process, and trust the journey, and trust that the people that are leaving me and that I'm no longer connecting with, I don't have to, you know, and it's okay for me to just let them be, and I'll be on my, you know, I'll stay in the house and let them go and do what they do, because I don't agree with that no more. And that's what I have for you. Hope that resonated. Like, subscribe, let me know down below. Until next time. Hey, if you chose the dragon, maybe I did it out of order, but if you chose the dragon, it says music brings relief. Okay, so you already know, like, meditation, music, binaural beats, anything that gets you in the mood, like anything that calms you down. That's funny because you have this dragon right here. So let's see what we're dealing with. Ego versus spirit. And you have this thousand dragon. Then you have this mystical typhoon in reverse. Then you have this disc fighter in reverse. Burst breath. That's funny. You and these dragons, like you and these dragons, like, look, the thousand dragon again. Inferno in reverse. The dark door. That's what we're dealing with, y'all. Sage of thunder. Okay, what we dealing with, y'all? What we dealing with? And then we got the curse of dragon. You and these dragons. Let's see what we dealing. You and these dragons. Let's see what we're dealing with, y'all. Okay. And then you have the maiden. You have the counselor in reverse, and then you have the 10 of water. Okay, let's see. So right now we are going to go off of what does the ego want, or how are you reacting based off the ego. So and then you have this music brings relief. So this could, like, whatever songs that's like, maybe look up like some chakra music, like music for the heart. You have lots of green energy here, like love songs maybe. The Neo, she makes the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Just popped up in my head. But yeah, so listen to music about love, or music that's about compassion, like definitely love songs or music about love. Okay, so this right here, like I feel like you are fighting emotions. because there's a lot of fire and water, and you know, when fire and water just always has that, they're like rivals. Burst breath, like your passion, your desire, your rage, the dark door. Like you might, okay, so you might feel like look, like this is like the demons coming out of the closet, and then inside that door is green. So lots of green energy coming from the love, coming from your heart. Your green represents your heart chakra, okay? And so with this dark door in reverse and this mystical typhoon in reverse, and all of these like reversals in general are just telling me that you, not that you like to hold on to it, but like you like to hold on to like whatever burdens, whatever hurt, whatever pain, whatever sadness, whatever. The only thing that I really feel like you show is anger. And that's like when I like, you show happiness, but I'm not talking about happiness. I'm talking about the only like emotion besides happiness that you show is like rage, or like an attitude, like or like when you like, because you suppress your emotions. Like look at those skeletons in the fire, because you try to suppress them. Whenever we try to suppress our emotions, eventually, no, like, okay, whenever we suppress our emotions, by us suppressing them, we are creating a button. So you know, when we say somebody is pushing our buttons, that becomes our trigger. That emotion, that whatever reaction that we didn't show, that we have pent up, because we suppressed it, we created a button. So it doesn't matter who does it, somebody eventually pushes our button, and it sends us into explosion. Like, what? Like completely like enraged. Like, how could you say something like cupcakes? Why would you say cupcakes? And really, like, you just had a bad experience with cupcakes. Like maybe on your birthday somebody splashed a cupcake in your face, and then from now on, like, somebody saying something about somebody getting you cupcakes on your birthday is just like sends you into like kill mode. And it's like, and that's just how it is. Like, you just have this pent up, like you just maybe have it in your head, like you expressing any form of emotion besides like any form of like sympathy and empathy, or like compassion, is like weak, or you feel like it's beneath you. So like maybe you, because like that's how you grew up, or that's how you was taught, it becomes like the only way you know how to express any type of emotion is through anger. And you might feel like it's a curse. Like you might feel like the only way that you know how to react is in a negative way. A wicked dragon that taps into dark forces to execute powerful attacks. You're just this very, like, you're somebody who would rather not show their emotions, and you might come off as like nonchalant, or just like lack of empathy, like lack of compassion, like the person who just don't care, who's ruthless. And really, you're not like that. But, and the fact, like, that might get you angry because people perceive you as someone who don't care, or someone who's just this attitude having person. But really, it's just because you don't know any other way to express. Okay, and music brings relief. So maybe if you're like a hardcore, like if you listen to if you listen to that, no offense to people who listen to no offense, like if you listen to like gang banging music, or music that's like kill a bitch, fuck a bitch, like fuck 'em up, shoot 'em up, or like this I hate my life type of music. If you listen, like music speaks to the soul. Like, it just like with words, like it doesn't matter who's saying them, those words are like getting programmed into your subconscious. So if you're listening like to those type of like hate musics, or those type of like killing music, the negative type of influential music, then you want to just tone that back like times 10, and instead you want to listen to music that's more uplifting, that just speaks to the soul, that speaks love into the soul, like that makes you feel like hopeful, that makes you feel like good things to come, that make you feel good about yourself. Okay, that makes you feel like la 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 la, in the woods on my own, I can do it, da da da. Just being expressive and free and non-caring and not tense, just free in your own essence, free to be. And that's how you balance it, by going outside and being appreciative of nature, and by being appreciative of life, and by releasing those emotions, and by showing compassion and love to yourself is how you heal, by going within and taking those emotions and letting them out. And that's whether you cry. Some people really feel uncomfortable with crying, but sometimes that's a form of release that a lot of us really need to feel, because like we've been holding it in, and it becomes, because when you hold it and cry, it becomes a negative. And when you hold it in, you become like I said, it becomes anger. You know, like we shut it down. And it becomes so suppressed that the only way that we know how to feel it and release it is through pain, is with an attitude. And we get so upset because it's like, no, that's not what I meant. And the other people be tell you, well, that's how it came off. You came off nasty, so that's how I'm taking it, because that's how you coming off, and you don't seem sympathetic or apologetic, and that's because you don't know how. So you have to pretty much relearn how. And listening to music, like music speaks to the soul. So if you listen to music that's more loving and shows you how to soften your heart, like you might listen to like some soft song or like some love song, and it just really make you feel like you want to cry, because that lets you know that that's what you need a good cry. Like, it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. That song always make me feel like I want to cry, because I think of a moment that I need to release, and I just cry about it. And then after I cry about it, I feel good. And that doesn't make you weak, and that doesn't make you, it makes you vulnerable, but that's not a bad thing by being vulnerable or weak. So like, subscribe, let me know down below if that resonates. So let's see, ego versus spirit. Meditation, going within. You know, the caterpillar represents you know, just the moment of like taking in all of Earth's wonder, and then going in the cocoon, and then blossom into a beautiful butterfly. Sonic bird, yes. This I'm trusting the process. Okay, enjoying the process right now. Fiend's hand mirror, ominous fortune telling in reverse, soul reversal in reverse. DW warrior, warrior lady, DD warrior lady in reverse. Blue eyes toon dragon in reverse. Graves keeper's guard in reverse. Mystical space typhoon, prickle fairy. Queen of earth, 3 of air, and then union. Ego versus spirit. What does the ego want, or how does the ego react, versus how your higher self would want you to, you know, act and things like that. Okay. So you have the soul reversal, and then you have the gravekeeper's guard. Then you have the ominous fortune telling. Okay. Okay, so with this, and I'm just going to have them upright like this. So with this, I'm getting, okay, so maybe you are into spirituality, or you don't even have to be into spirituality, or maybe you're into like, or maybe you're against, you know, like supernatural things, or things that you don't understand. And like maybe you're like, you react negatively to it. Okay, see. With this, I am getting the like, okay, yes, okay. So don't shoot the messenger, guys, but I get that you are maybe someone who is like closed-minded, to a lot of things, like, because like you're in the beginning stages of your journey, or whatever journey that could be. Like maybe you're in the I feel like you're in the beginning stage, so like you're skeptical of a lot of stuff. Like maybe, yeah, like you're skeptical of shadow work, you're skeptical of like fortune telling, you're skeptical of reincarnation, like you're you're really like skeptical like of a lot of things. And like your ego is the reason why you're so closed-minded, because like your ego is like maybe like very logical, like if you can't see it, like you don't believe it type of person. Like that's what I'm getting. Like yeah, like if you don't believe it, like you can't see it. Graves Keeper's Guard. And I'm getting like I don't know, like maybe a death, like maybe someone died, and then maybe like someone died in your life, like maybe like you're someone who was like a strong protector, and like when this person died, like your whole faith and everything was just like, nope, not doing it. I don't want to be involved in none of that, like or something like that. That's what I'm getting. Like I'm getting like you, like, because I'm getting like, yeah, you're like very skeptical because these was in reverse. Okay, so yeah, like you're in the beginning stages of this journey, and the best thing for you to do is to meditate and to go within and to find that balance, so that the answers that you seek will come to you. Okay, you had this sonic wing bird, and you could be an air sign, but I feel like the air sign really is about just like critical thinking, because air signs, like, really they're mental. They focus like more so like on the logic side of things. They're like critical thinkers. And what I'm getting is like you don't need to be so cutthroat. Okay, you need to take a leap of faith, because this was in reverse, and she has this sword, so you're just like you're just like cutthroat, like, what? No, I don't believe that. Take that out of here. Take that thought, take that opinion, take it all out. Okay, but you need to take a leap of faith and go within. Okay, trust yourself, and don't be afraid. Like this mystical space typhoon, that's why you need to meditate, because like you are having this disconnection between your spiritual and your physical. Like you're having this disconnection where you don't feel like you're confused about the two. Okay, but going within and meditating, your higher self will provide you the answers that you seek, and they will, make it known, and it won't be scary. Like it won't be scary. Okay, so you might this skepticism might happen because you feel like you're scared of it. Okay, but grounding yourself and meditating. Maybe you're actually like born. Maybe you were born with like some form of like psychic ability. Okay, and yeah, like prickle fairy, you need to plant yourself in the ground, plant yourself like a seed. And union, realize that mind-body connection. Okay, the spirit with your heart, the connection with your higher self. Union, manifestations, creating things, creating that balance, coming from a place of love. Look at that. Mind, body, spirit connection. Okay, connecting with your higher selves, connecting with your past lives, connecting with the animals. Just this whole connection, realizing that everything is connected. The reason why you're even watching this video is because like your guides was like, this is the video that's going to get through to you. This is what you're going to understand. Like, this is why I'm sending you here. Lots of green energy as well. So be gentle and kind with yourself. Come from a place of love. Okay, come from a place of compassion and understanding. Meditate more. Okay, get like go outside and like smell the flowers. Like definitely like connect connect more and do more research. Okay, like what you think you know, look more into it, unlearn it, like learn a new skill, learn a new hobby, like reach out to people who have your same interests, ask your higher self questions and go within to get the answers. And that's what I have for you. Like, don't be afraid, meditate, it's all gonna be okay. Like, subscribe, and let me know down below if this resonated with you. Until next time, thank you guys for watching my video. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day or night whenever you decide to watch this.